when I was first diagnosed, dude, I was coming off freshman year of college, and it was a big deal because I had like just got done with like playing college soccer my freshman season and everything, and it just like something wasn't right, didn't know what was going on. My energy was messed up. Like I knew my digestive health was like downhill, and like getting diagnosed. And I mean, I know you've talked about this with many people, but when you hear like those words from the doctors, like saying, oh yeah, you have UC, it's like not a huge deal, but you're gonna have this for the rest of your life. You can't do anything about it, autoimmune. Like the only thing you can do is treat it with traditional medicine.
Before we started working, what were your symptoms? What were these symptoms you were having? What was that like right before we started?
Yeah, before we started working together, I'm trying to think exactly, just it's been so long. But I think the obvious for most people with UC, it's the urgency is number one.
Yep.
You have blood in your stool, depending on where you're at.
You had a lot of blood at this point, right?
A lot of blood.
You had a lot of diarrhea.
A lot of internal bleeding, a lot of urgency, diarrhea, mucus. It's just stuff that you know is like not normal, but you just, like I said before, it's been so long at that point of like irregular digestive health that you don't really know. And you're like,
it's bad, right? And how many times were you using the restroom in a day?
I think it would depend on the day, right? You'd be scared. Some days you want to eat certain things and you're trying all these different, like, oh, what do I stay away from? And, you know, maybe 8 times a day, like on a good day. And then if it's a bad day, you know, maybe you could be glued to finding a restroom all day, you know, 14 times. And it's just, it takes a toll, not only in your physical health, but your mental health too, right? So like I'm going places, and before I'm going places, I'm like, all right, where's the restroom? Like before I go there, because I'm thinking like that, and it just rewires the way you think in not a good way.
Where are your symptoms today?
Symptoms today, dude, 1 to 2 bowel movements. It's so funny like speaking this out, but yeah, 1 or 2 bowel movements. Like no bleeding, urgency, anything like that.
No cramping, normal stools.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, congratulations. And you can eat. You have a broad diet. You can eat healthy food. You can eat fun food.
Probably eat too broad, man. I've had one too many celebratory meals a week. But celebration meals. So guys, we don't cheat in the program. We celebrate. But that you didn't always eat broadly, right? We were strict at times. We learned. We grow. We fixed the gut. Then you grew it. And I think something interesting to point out was like the mind gut connection, right? Just because you're in this, you described it before to many people as this bubble. You feel like you're living your life in this bubble. But the more I got out of the bubble and was stopped, like, you know, had a celebratory meal more often than not and did all these things, I got healthier and healthier as that went on. It's almost like I kind of transformed. So like I left like this sick person behind to an extent, and my everyday is almost crazy sometimes. Like I'm a fitness fanatic for sure. Like I'll definitely send you pictures of the growth there, but I mean like fitness has always been really important, and I never have felt healthier. Even pre-UC, I've never felt healthier than I do right now. I mean, as far as work goes, I'm a real estate agent out here in Oregon, so I'm on the go all day. All day I'm driving, I'm talking to people, and no urgency, no fear, nothing like that. Like I couldn't imagine of having this job or being where I am right now, like 2 years ago. Just so much fear was involved with everything. I couldn't do it. But my everyday is jam-packed, busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It was the journey of fixing UC, which tied everything in. So you pointed me in some of the right directions as far as, you know, like meditations and connections that have, visualization of feeling better before I was better, and being able to take those skills and put them in other aspects of my life has just
copy and paste them. Your ability to be organized and diligent, and you realize that these same principles that made you successful with UC have made you successful with social, with business, with career, with school, and you now have seen the powerful person that you have become, Phoenix out of the ashes.
If people out there watching this video right now, if you're anything like me, like you're a little bit skeptical, but at the same time you're vulnerable and you're looking for an answer. So you're online, you're searching, you're all these different people that claim to be gut health experts and doing all this stuff. And I remember I stumbled across you. And at this point, you know, I had already been on the natural medicine train and gut health and all that for the past year, and doing things that were kind of hit or miss. Like sometimes it'd work, then I'd get frustrated. That's why like I was seeking out you, because I needed consistency. And when I found you, I found some of like your testimonies and stuff like that, and people that are doing what I'm doing right now. But you're in such a vulnerable place. You're like, all right, well, am I gonna pay money to work with someone? How do I know it's not a scam?
Yeah.
Like, are these real people? Or like thoughts that I had was like, all right, Dane's paying people to be actors and give testimony. And I was like, I ain't falling for that. I was like, I don't know. I wanted to know that they're real people and be able to relate, because that's the biggest thing, is being able to relate, especially when you're having gut health problems and you see Crohn's. It's like, it's just such a tough thing physically and mentally to be able to have a community that CCL has like provided is just, it's way different. And so people watching this video, I know Dane's gonna link my Instagram down below or something, just because I want people to be able to reach out to me and know that this is a real deal. I want you to be able to follow my life and see like what I've been through, know that I'm a normal human, right? Like I do things, like I'm very active. I like to have fun time with friends, and I'm 22, so occasionally I like to go out and have a drink and do all that kind of fun stuff too. And I just feel like that's what makes us human. And I think, and we'll see if I can put this in words like the way I feel, but the biggest thing was time. And what is time? Like, how do you value time? For some people, like, time is money. In my case, a little bit of time was health. How long did I want to stay sick? Because as it is, I don't mean to get super deep, but like,
go.
We have so much time that we're here, and I want to live every moment I can as healthy as I can, as happy as I can. And I wish that for everybody and anybody. And to me, I wish that I committed a little bit sooner. I would say I committed to you very quick, but that's probably not always the situation. I'm sure there's people out there you talk to that it takes a long time to get them on board. But the biggest thing is, if they had found you, or CCL in general, there's a reason that you did find that community. Jump on board, hop on it. So if you're hearing me say this right now, there's a reason you're watching this interview. There's a reason you're hearing this. It's because you found a place. You just got to commit. Do it sooner than later.